Om Shanti. Let's hear the today's divine words of God. Today's Murli from Sweet Bab Dada. Baba is telling this is Sweet children, remember the Father with love, and you will be able to go beyond. To go beyond with a glance means to become a master of the world. So Baba give glance to everyone, whoever remember the Baba with love. And then that's the moment when we become the master of the world. What is the real meaning of the Swami? The Satguru takes the soul beyond with a glance. So when a soul receives a third eye from the Father, that is the third eye of wisdom, then the soul recognizes the Father. With that eye, he is able to go beyond. That is, the soul receives salvation. Then only we are able to reach Paramdham when he gives us third eye. Other than that, no one in the world can see him. Baba says, children, become soul conscious and focus your eyes on me. That is, remember me. Our all concentration, being becoming soul, I am a soul, and all concentration on Supreme Soul. He's telling, with full concentration, remember me. Break away from everyone else and connect yourself to me alone, and you will be able to go beyond. That is, from being distressed and poverty stricken, you will become wealthy. Om Shanti. To whom do you, sweetest spiritual children, go? To the spiritual father. You understand that you are going to Shiv Baba. You know that Shiv Baba is father of all souls. You children should have faith that the one is supreme teacher and also supreme guru. Param means supreme, Param Atma, supreme soul. You have to remember just the one. You have a meeting with the eyes. It is remembered that the Swami, the Satguru, took you beyond with a glance. You need to understand the meaning of this. Who is taken beyond with a glance? It would surely be said to be the whole world because he is the bestower of salvation for all. He is the one who takes away everyone away from this impure world. What glance do you receive? Is it from these eyes? No. Each of you souls receive the third eye of knowledge, through which you souls know that the one is the Father of all of us souls. Now, anyone can ask, how do you know? Now, we cannot explain how we know because this is the power that God gives to understand, to visualize Him. But how can we say, how do you know Him? That it is only God teaching you, that it is only you are doing yoga with God only. No one will believe, and it is difficult to explain them because it is the matter of experience. We cannot express in words. So that's why Baba is telling one is the father of all of us soul, and with the third eye of knowledge, which he gives us, we are able to perceive him, see him, feel him. The Father advises souls, remember me. The Father explains to the soul, it is the soul that have become impure and tamopradhan. God does not become impure or tamopradhan. Only we souls. This is your 84th birth and this play is now ending. It is definitely does have to end. Every cycle, the old world then become new. Now we also keep on listening, end is coming, end is coming. But God is telling, in many Murli he told, the end is not coming because you have not become complete. So you are the one reason for everyone's sufferings. The sufferings will keep on increasing. But if we want that suffer in that sufferings, the world ends soon, we have to become complete. That is, our effort should become that much. No Brahmin soul can leave the body without accomplishing the task of a Brahmin. And the task of Brahmin is to give knowledge, salvation to everyone, to make everyone free from the pain through many ways. Mansa, Vacha, Karmana. Every cycle, the old world then becomes new. The new then becomes old. Old become new, new become old. That somersault game, it has the different names. The new world is called the golden age. The father has explained. At first, you were in the golden age. Then, while taking rebirth, you went in through 84 births. You soul have now become Tamo Pradhan. If you remember the Father, you will be able to go beyond. The Father personally tells you, remember me. Who is me? The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. The Father says, children, become soul conscious. Do not become body conscious. Become soul conscious and focus your eyes on me. Now, this practice we can do that we are seeing from our third eye and not from our this physical eye. Then that way we can maintain, we can see if we are able to maintain that. It is my own exercise I wanted to do because now and then become we are becoming body conscious, and becoming body conscious only things affect us. So continue to remember the Father. There is no difficulty in this. There should be continuous remembrance of Father, and that can happen only if continuous soul conscious is there. It is souls that study and play their parts. They are so tiny. When you souls come down here, you play parts for 84 births. You then have to repeat them. You souls have now become impure while playing your parts of 84 births. Souls now have no strength left. Now, this is another thing that Baba told, that there are three type of karma: sukarm, that is good karma; vikarm, that is sin; and akarm, that is neither it is sukarm nor it is vikarm, that is nor good nor bad. So the good karma that we do is in soul conscious and in remembrance of God. The vikarm, every time we did completely in Dwapar and in Kali Yuga, that is in copper age and iron, whatever karma we did, even worshipping was also vikarma, because in that also we defamed God. That is also sin. We donated also, we donated to the sinner. That is also sin. And every action was under the effect of vices. So that is also sin. Body conscious itself is a sin. We loved the bodies, right? Not souls. We loved the bodies. We had lust, desire, we had anger. So every relation was into the sin. So each and every second we created sin. So in this way we can imagine that the two ages, when we continuously we made sins only, then how much the burden of sin will be. And now how much extremely need is required to be soul conscious so that we can burn those sins. Otherwise, we are prone to the punishment. That's why the one dadis and the Brahma Baba, Saraswati Ma, they all became soul conscious. They knew, they wrote on the walls, these are souls, I am soul, these are souls. Every too much effort they put. 14 years they were outside I mean, away from the world in continuous tapasya. That is also part of drama. We cannot do that. There is no chance for us that we can go and somewhere we will get such thing to become. But in that, God gives some marks, but still, effort is needed. More effort is needed. You then have to repeat them. Your souls have now become impure while playing your parts 84. Souls have no strength left. Now, instead of being able to go beyond, souls are distressed. That is poverty stricken. So, how can they go beyond? These words belong to the path of devotion, and the Father explains them to you. He also explains the Vedas, scriptures, and images extra to you. You have had these pictures made according to the Srimad. They have made so many images by following devilish direction. They had no occupation. Now, in devotion starts when vices come, and vices are devilish directions. The mind is already corrupted, and corrupted mind is doing devotion. Corrupted mind only started devotion, and corrupted mind only created those pictures, stories, scriptures of devotion. So none of them are true. The Father comes here and teaches you children. It is said God speaks. So it would be his knowledge. Now just imagine there is a one world. Now you can see, suppose there is a one world and you get a vision of that world. That everyone is insane there, mad. But all are mad. So everyone will think itself normal. That's what happened in the devotion. Everyone was under the vices. So everyone thought everyone to be correct. There is a story of um, Andher Nagari Chopat Raja. That means if the king itself is under vices, as is the king, so is the subjects. So when the king itself of the nation is under vices, so nation obviously will be corrupted. And now in this Satyug, the king itself is Satopradhan. That's why the full nation will be Satopradhan. And that's why see, Baba, how nicely placed president in king's place. Brahma Kumari only in her president house is becoming pure now and then. There's so much meditation that goes on there. So much of bhog, Thursday bhog, very nice. So he placed the top of the country, the topmost post with Brahmakumari, so that as is the king, so is the nation become true. So the full nation become pure. Her vibration goes because she is at that post. So her vibration will reach to all the souls of the nation. So how big planning of supreme power. The Father comes here and teaches you children. It is said God speaks, and so it would be His knowledge. Students know that someone is such and such a teacher. Here you children know that unlimited Father only comes once and teaches you such a wonderful study. Now, whenever pain comes in our life, it creates lots of patience in us. Now, she lost her husband, her brother, her son, so many deaths to continuously in her life. So she developed a lot of patience and true vision. She in all the pictures of all these people, she put it a dot in their forehead that these are souls and they are on their journey. And she got nashtomoha, detached from that. And that's why she got such a good life and good purpose in life that she is fulfilling God's purpose in her life. How big thing. So we have to also inculcate in our life these all teachings that God is giving us. We have to be soul conscious. See everyone as a soul. That's why it's such a wonderful study it is. There is a difference of day and night between those studies and these studies. You are studying those studies, becoming the night, whereas those through this study you go into the day. Now the study that we had in Copper Age and Iron Age, we came more in darker, but now we are going in more light through this study which God is giving us. You have been studying those studies for birth after birth. Here the Father tells you clearly when souls become pure, they will be able to imbibe this knowledge. It is said that milk of a lioness can be contained in a golden vessel. So, when our this knowledge is so superior that it can only stay in a pure vessel of mind, this meaning is that you children understand that you are now becoming golden vessels. We are becoming pure, so our intellect is becoming pure. So, the knowledge will stay. Many people cannot even sit to listen Murli. They cannot understand. So this is the thing we can think like we are listening, we are understanding, we are reading, we are interested, we are running behind it. That means we are becoming pure. We have got golden vessels. It is becoming more and more refined. So you will still be human beings, but you should have to become completely pure. Now we have to become completely pure. Now, not even a single body conscious thoughts. No impurity should come. You used to be 24 carat. You have now become 9 carat. The light of souls that were ignited are now extinguished. So, 5,000 years back also, Baba ignited us. And now it is extinguished. There is difference between those whose light are ignited and whose lights are extinguished. Obviously, there's so much difference. The karma, these things, only we can understand. And you will be amazed in seeing those people. They are not able to, whose lights are still extinguished. They cannot differentiate between good and bad. They cannot even imagine there is something soul, their soul. Only the Father explain how the light can be ignited and how can it claim a status. The Father says, remember me. I remember very well those who remembered me very well. So who remembered Baba? Baba remembered them. So God remembering someone is how much biggest thing. A president calls someone and remember how much big thing Modi calls someone. But here the supreme, the father, the president of the full world, full universe, remember those who remember him very well in the correct way, not in devotion, but considering yourself as a soul, remembering the supreme soul. You children also know that it is only the one Father who is Swami that takes you beyond with a glance. This one soul is also able to go beyond. Brahma's body, no, Brahma's soul also able to go beyond because of Supreme Father only. All of you are moths and he is called flame. Now if you see if there is a flame or light, so many moths will come and they die. So Baba is telling we all are moth and Baba is flame. We sacrifice ourselves. We forget our own um, existence. Some moths simply come to circle around, whereas other recognize me very well and die alive. So some moth come and get this knowledge, take the seven discourse, and does not come back again. They just take this essence and go back. But some other are die alive. They become babas. What Baba will say, they will do. Some circle around and go away, then only come back sometimes, then go away again. All of this is remembered about the confluence age. So funny Baba is always doing some funny imagination. The scriptures are made of whatever happened at this time. Whatever we are doing now this time, this pinch of it taken in the scriptures. The Father only comes once and then departs after giving you the inheritance. The unlimited Father would surely give you the unlimited inheritance. The phrase of for 21 generations is remembered, who gives you the inheritance of golden age. God, the Creator, gives His creation the inheritance for half a cycle. Everyone remembers Him. He is the Father, Teacher, Swami, and also the Satguru. You might call someone else a Swami or Satguru, but only the one Father is the truth. Father is always called the truth. What truth does He come and give? He makes the old world into the land of truth. We are making effort for the land of truth. Sat, Sat Yug. Sat means true. Yug means age, the age of truth. When it was a land of truth, none of the other land existed. All of them came into existence later. No one knows about the land of truth. Everyone knows everything about the land that exists now. They know the founder of their own religions, but no one knows Sun dynasty, Moon dynasty, or Conference age Brahmin clan. No one knows about it. People believe in Prajapita Brahma. They say that those Brahmins are the children of Brahma. However, they are physical creation. Wherever you are, mouth born creation. They are impure, whereas you mouth born creation are pure. You become mouth born creation and then depart from the dirty world of kingdom of Ravan. The kingdom of Ravan does not exist there. You are now going to the new world that is called viceless world. The world becomes new and old. You now know it becomes that. How it becomes that? It is not in the intellect of anyone else. No one can know anything of hundreds of thousands of years. This is a matter of short time. The father sits here and explains to you children. The father says, I come when there is extreme defamation of the religion, especially in Bharat. In other places, no one even know who is incorporeal supreme soul. They have made a huge lingam and placed that there. It has been explained to children the size of soul never become bigger or smaller. So somewhere it is small lingam, somewhere it is big lingam. But soul is very teeny tiny. Supreme soul is also very teeny tiny. Just as soul is imperishable, so the Father too is imperishable. He is Supreme Soul. Supreme means that He is always pure and viceless. But we were also viceless. The world too was viceless. That is called completely viceless new world. Then it becomes dirty, old. The degree continue to decrease. The Sun dynasty kingdom become 2 degree less, and it continues to grow old. Then all other land comes into existence. They are called byplots. For example, Bharat only in Satyug, but America and all not there. But slowly, as the ages pass, when other religions are formed, those new lands also come into existence. They are called byplots. However, they become mixed up. Whatever happened, according to the drama plan, it repeats. When the head of Buddhist came, he converted so many into Buddhist religion. He changed their religion. The Hindus changed their religion themselves because their actions became corrupt. They also became corrupt in their religion. They went on to the path of sin. People would go to Jagannath temple, but none of them think about it. They themselves are vicious, so they have portrayed the images as vicious. They don't understand that the deities become like that when they went on to the path of sin. Black. If you see Jagannath temple, no black images are there, no. So black means they went in the path of sin. Those images are of that time. The name deity is very good. Hindu is a name that is derived from the word Hindustan. That is why they call themselves Hindus. It is such a big mistake. Hindustan name was given by Muslims. This is why the father says, whenever there is extreme irreligiousness, I come. Baba comes in Bharat. He does not say that he comes in Hindustan. This is Bharat. There is no Hindustan or Hindu religion. The people of Islam gave it the name Hindustan. This too is fixed in the drama. You should understand this very well. This is also knowledge. While taking rebirth and going on to the path of sin, they become corrupt. Then people go in front of idol and say, you are completely viceless, whereas we are vicious sinners. None of those of other land would say that they are degraded, that they don't have any virtues. You would never have heard Any of them say that sit in front of the Granth, but they too never say, Nanak, you are wiseless, whereas we are vicious. Those who are follower of Nanak wear a bracelet. It is symbol of being wiseless, but they cannot stay without vice. They simply have kept the symbol falsely, just as the Hindu wear a sacred thread, which is a symbol of purity. Nowadays, they don't believe in religion. At this time, the path of devotion is continuing. It is called cult of devotion. Still, you see so much devotion going on. The cult of knowledge exists in the golden age. The deities of the golden ages are completely viceless. In the iron age, there cannot be anyone who is completely viceless. Only the father established pure family path. All other gurus are those who belong to the path of isolation. They become isolated from the family. But Baba established pure family path. In family, you have to be pure. The force of the family path has become stronger. The father says, you cannot attain me through any of the things that you have studied. When I come, I take everyone beyond with a glance. It is remembered the Swami, the Satguru takes everyone across with a glance. Why have you come here? To become able to go beyond, to become master of the world. Remember the Father, and you will be able to go beyond. No one else would say that by doing that you will become like this. Only the Father says, you have to become this. How did Lakshmi and Narayan become like they were? No one knows. The father tells you children everything. This one has taken 84 birth and become impure. I have now come to make you become this. The father gives you his own introduction and also takes you beyond with a glance. Of whom do you say this? Of the one Satguru. There are many of those gurus, and the poor mothers are innocent. All of you children are the children of innocent Lord. This is Shankar. That he opened his eye and destruction took place, that would be a sin. The Father would never give direction for such work. Destruction would take place through something else. The Father does not give such direction. All of that science continue to be invented. They understand that they are destroying their own clan. They too are bound by it. They cannot leave it. Their names are glorified so much. They go to the moon, but there is no benefit in that. Sweetest children, focus your vision on the Father. That is, O souls, remember your Father. O souls, remember your Father, and you will be able to go beyond. Baba says, I remember those who remember me. I remember those who do the service for me, and so they receive power out of all of you sitting here. It is those that go beyond who will become kings. It is remembered, break away from everyone else and connect yourself to the one. That one is the incorporeal. You souls are incorporeal, also incorporeal. Father says, remember me. You yourself says, O purifier. To whom do you say this? To Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. No, the purifier is the one and he is constantly pure. He is called Almighty Authority. The Father himself tell you this knowledge. of the beginning, middle, and end of the world. He knows all the scriptures. Sannyasis claim a title by studying the scriptures, etc., whereas the Father has already received his title. It is not going to claim it. He is not going to claim it by studying. Acha. To the sweetest, beloved, long lost, and now found children, love, remembers, and good morning from Mother, Father, Bap, Dada. The spiritual father says, Namaste to the spiritual children. Spiritual children say, Namaste to the spiritual father. Father, Mother, Father, Bap, Dada, Namaste, Baba, Namaste, Shukriya, Baba, Shukriya. Essence for dharna, become moth who die alive in the flame, not those who simply circle around. In order to imbibe this godly study, make your intellect completely pure. Break away from everyone else and stay in the company of one Father. Go beyond by staying, by having remembrance of the One. Today's blessing, the Bab Dada's blessing hand on your head. May you be a self transformer who receive blessing from the comforter of the heart. By having realization in your heart, we have to realize our own weakness. And when we realize our weakness, we get power from Him to remove that. So, in order to transform yourself, you need to have true realization of two things in your heart. First, realization of your weakness. Second, realization of the situation and the desire feeling in the mind of the person who becomes an instrument for something. Understand the reason for any paper of an adverse situation and let that elevated realization make yourself pass. So, first our weakness, and second, with what mindset the other person or the situation would have come. Why there might be some other mindset which we are not able to understand, or feeling of other person who become instrument for bringing us some paper in front of us, some situation in front of us, or some situation has come, why that situation has come, realization of the situation and realization of our weakness. If I have attachment to somebody, or I have greed for something, or there is body consciousness, or I want everything to be done by as per my wish, as per my liking. There's so many things can be there. So that realization of my own weakness and the relation of situation, that by understanding the reason for any paper of an adverse situation and let that elevated relation make yourself pass. Your own stage is elevated and the adverse situation is a paper. My stage is elevated. I'm soul conscious. I'm master most powerful. So I'm sitting in that elevated stage. And I know this adverse situation is an exam for me. I need to pass it. This relation will easily enable you to transform yourself when you realize that with an honest heart, you will receive blessing from the comforter of hearts. Slogan, and higher is one who is ever ready. And higher is one who is ever ready and say, Ji Huzur, yes, my Lord, I am present in every situation. For any work what Baba does, give, I say, okay, Baba, fine, Baba, I'll do. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti.